Students, the first poem of Flamingo, My Mother at 66. You have seen in this poem how Kamala Das has used a number of literary devices or figures of speech. You have also seen the use of rhetoric language, the meter and rhyme, which makes this poem one of the best poems of Kamala Das. Though she has written a number of books of poetry, a number of novels, and autobiography too, but this poem is one of the best poems, and that's why it is prescribed in your syllabus and you have to study this one. And it's very important because every year questions are asked in the final examination. So, what is there? So far, we have discussed that Kamala Das is going to Cochin from her parents' home in a car. Her mother has come with her to see her off. We have also seen that Kamala Das is very disturbed. She is very much suffering because of the growing age of her old mother, who is 66 years old. Now the problem is that Kamala Das does think whether the next visit, when she will visit her parents' home the next year, whether she will be able to see her mother alive or not, whether her mother will be there or not, or she will die. These feelings, this thought strikes Kamala Das' mind time and again. She does not realize the fact that no one has come onto this earth to live forever and ever. That if someone is born, he or she has to die someday or the other. You may have studied a short story in the book Vestas. The title of that story is Tiger King. In this short story, the short story which is of very old time, when the India was under the British rule, you may have read in this story that a 10 days old child twists its tongue to speak that if one born onto this earth, one has to die also. So would anybody tell me the reason of my death, the cause of my death? No one believes his ears that a 10-day-old child is speaking about such philosophical thought and idea that everyone comes to this earth, and those who have come here, one day they will have to die. So this is the fact, this is the universal truth, and we cannot deny the fact that everyone has to die someday or the other. The great messengers of the Almighty could not survive forever and ever. So who are we? We are a common human being. So how can we think that we may live on this earth forever and our life is eternal? It's not eternal, it's temporary. The life is transitory. Transitory means short lived or which is not permanent. If one has taken birth, one has to die. Kamala Das is a bit disturbed at the thought that whether she will be able to see her mother in the next year or not, whether her mother will be alive the next year or not. When she looks at her mother, she finds that her mother is very old. She is as old as she looks. She always falls in short napping or doze, and she doze with open mouthed. This gives the theory of the fact of as if her mother is a dead body because her face is ashen like that of ash. And I told you in the last class that the old people who are fair complexioned, they look more fair complexioned in their old age during their old age because of the low rate of blood circulation inside their body. So Kamala Das has herself compared her mother with a dead body. Her face, her skin looks like that of a corpse. And I told you in the last class, CORPSE, corpse means dead body. And you may have seen at page number 90 of Flamingo that Kamala Das writes, but soon I put that thought away and looks out at young trees sprinting and merry children spilling out of their homes. She has given the imagery of young trees and merry children. Why does she do so? Why has she given the imagery of young trees and merry children in the middle of her poem? Why? Because the opposite of old is young, mother is old, trees are young. Right? And Kamala Das herself is very sad, and the children are merry. Merry means happy. MERRY, merry means happy. The opposite of sad is happy or merry. An opposite of old is young. Mother is old. Kamala Das' mother is old. So that's why she looks at young trees sprinting. Since she herself is sad, that's why she looks at children who are very happy, who are spilling out of their homes to play. See the use of images by Kamala Das. A common person cannot decipher, a common person cannot understand, cannot analyze, cannot realize the root of the poem. What's there under the surface of the poem? An average reader will read a poem, memorize it, mug it up, and write the exam. And he or she may pass even, get the second division or the first division. But the fact is that unless and until you get the root, unless and until you understand what is there inside the poem, what is there under the poem, what is the under surface meaning of the poem, it's useless to study. I told you in one of the classes that little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So whatever you study, try to contrast, try to compare, and try to find out the reason that why poet has used or the writer has used a particular word or a particular figures of speech in his writing or in her writing, right? Now, the next thing which is very remarkable here is that Kamala Das has given the image of winter's moon. She has given the image of the moon in the next line. Why has she given the image of the moon of winter season? Why doesn't she give the image of moon of the summer season? You may have seen the moonlight in summer season, and you may have also seen the light of moon in the winter season. Which one is strong? Which one is powerful? And which one is weak? Of course, the moon in the winter, the moonlight in the winter season is weaker than the moonlight of the summer season. Why is it so? It's so because in winter there is fog all around. The sky is not clear. So moon cannot be visible as clear as in the summer season. The moonlight is weak, the moon is weak. Okay, that's why Kamala Das has given the image of winter's moon. Because her mother is weak like the moon. Her mother is as weak as the winter's moon. Have you seen winter's moon? Sometimes it hides before the fog, before the clouds, and its light is very dim. It's not very strong. So, is Kamala Das' mother very strong? Not at all. She is weak, she is pain, she is vain, like the winter's moon. And no one knows if she is there, she is visible nowadays, whether she will be there in the upcoming years or not. No one knows. Even Kamala Das has no idea regarding this, that whether the next time when she will visit back to Malabar, Kerala, she will look at her mother, she will see her mother back or not, she will see her mother alive or not. So that's why she has given the image of the moon in the last few lines of the poem. Now the most important thing is that the repetition of word, which is called as the repetition of the consonant sound, which is known as alliteration, and I smile and smile and smile. You may feel that one. You may feel the repetition of the vowel sound also, and I smile and smile and smile. Standing a few yards away, after the security check, after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked at her and all I did was smile and smile and smile. Why Kamala Das has used the word smile thrice? That is 3 times. She could express her feelings in one time also, that after the security check at airport, I looked at mother and smiled. Why does she use the word smile 3 times and smile and smile and smile? To show, to hide her grief, her sorrow. Right? And to give her mother the hope that, mother, you don't worry, I will come the next year and we'll meet again the next year. You don't worry, you will be there, you will be alive. To assure her mother. She is smiling and smiling and smiling the 3 times. See the beauty of the use of words by Kamala Das. So this was the poem, My Mother at 66. I had discussed word by word from the first sentence till the last sentence. In the next class, we'll discuss the question and answer of this poem. Thank you.